something you might be interested in.
You see, he'll never crush the fleet. They'd have to catch us first. Always listen to Delgado. Unless you want to get killed.
Well, isn't this cozy? It appears we've stumbled across the important phrase, absolute mayhem.
Well, I take it congratulations are in order. Another grog on the house for the best damn pirate in the fleet. Yeah, working around this slot day in, day out, you'd think they wouldn't give a damn. Oh, no tricks today, mate. How about a sad story instead? I guess I'm thinking of my dear old Maddie. The only woman I ever loved. Almost married her, I did. I missed my chance and lost her to one of my best mates. I'll tell you what, you want to help an old man out. Bring me back the one thing in Maddie's that ever meant anything to me. Her ring. Maddie had my eye back in the day. Thing was, she had the eye of my best mate, too. A bloke by the name of Clay Dietrich. Clay and I did a luxury liner, snatched a ring I knew Maddie would love. Before I could say anything, Clay asked if he could have it, and he used it to propose. Long story short, Clay married Maddie, and they ran off to raise hell with Ecliptic. And then he got the poor girl killed. Of course. Don't think I got a clue about who I'm dealing with, mate. Clay showed up on my radar a bit ago. Probably why I'm in a bigger rut than usual. I'll send you the details. I don't care how you do it. Just get that ring back.
Kinetics, electromagnetic, energy.
You know, I've always wondered, if someone made a mess on this station, would anyone even notice? I don't know about you, but I think the
everyone, I'm Gail Dunnigan of SSNN, and this is Galactalk. My guest tonight is one of the most notorious criminals in the settled systems. His ruthlessness and desire for wealth has landed him squarely at the top of the wanted list for every major law enforcement agency in the galaxy. I am, of course, speaking of the self-appointed leader of the Crimson Fleet himself, Jasper Crix. Good evening, Mr. Crix.
Good evening, Gail. Thank you for accepting my invitation.
Yes, well, being blindfolded and then Grav jumped to what appears to be an abandoned mining facility isn't exactly what I'd call an invitation.
Well, I'm sure you're not surprised that your request for an interview would come with some very specific conditions.
Frankly, I was a bit surprised to receive any type of response at all. Would you mind telling me why you decided to do this interview?
Because there comes a time in every pirate's life where they have to make an extremely important decision. Do they take a leap and become one of the most legendary pirates in history? Or do they simply sputter on, subsisting on freighters and deep space privateers?
So are we to assume that you are taking the leap? That Jasper Crix is moving on to bigger and better things in his life?
That's spot on, Gail. That's exactly why you're here.
Interesting. Well then, would you mind sharing with us exactly what your particular leap entails?
In due time. There's no rush. In fact, I'd say we have at least 12 hours before the authorities trace this broadcast. Plenty of time to discuss whatever you like.
Oh, all right then. Perhaps the best place to start this interview would be at the beginning of your career.
Please, proceed.
I have things for you. Clamps released.
much more comfortable.
Catastrophic damage.
Cowards. Well, I suppose they're not going to need it anymore. can't even imagine to tell you the number of inhospitable worlds like these that I've visited.
Perhaps something you might be interested in?
Is Samina seeing anyone right now? We gotta sort it. You looking to start something? Because I'll finish it.
You might find a deal or two here. If you can overlook the spatters of blood covering all the stolen goods.
From
Of
what I
course.
understand, you're a bit of a hero around these parts. Congratulations.
I was hoping you'd say that. Your credits are always good at the Trade Authority.
So there I am. UC security on my tail, and my grav drive
Only the
just
finest
chokes.
goods for the pirate
And you
who
know what I
saved the
find
fleet.
back there? The fattest leech I've ever seen. Worm nearly got me dusted.
Don't even try to rip me off. I know. Now you're speaking my language. Come back and see me sometime.
Sharks are too scared to take.
So, you got something for me? I'm not looking to cheat you, mate. I don't welch on my debts. Well, here's your credit. I think it's time for a drink myself. Thanks to you, I'll be spending the rest of these days in peace.
The door is always open for business. So is the fleet.
I know it's difficult to resist, but try not to pick any fights while we're here.
sharks, but to the fleet, they're just bait.
Dialing in your weapon for maximum efficiency.
Spider was some hardcore mercenary. I wouldn't get on her backside.
Need something?
Smuggling beats a real job any day.
Yeah?
Are you looking to start something? 'Cause I'll finish it.
Got the legacy? I might work on personal projects.
If you got any spare credit.
You see, you'll never crush the fleet. They'd have to catch us first.
Yeah?
I have something for you if you have a moment. We've detached.
Let's get out of here.
Is there something I can help you with?
This is United Colonies Space. Maintain current course while we scan for contraband. Scan complete. Welcome to Mars. You are cleared to land at Sidonia.
Welcome back. Was afraid you might have gotten reassigned. You've been gone so long. So how's it feel to be a citizen? Must have changed up how the ceremony works. I just raised my hand and said, sure, I'm in. But it is real good to have you here again. We've been going through the Terramorph data and, well, we're gonna need all the help we can get. These logs, they're even more thorough than I remembered. Genetic workups, population statistics, hell, even their food chain. I'd completely forgotten, for example, that there was a creature that actually ate Terramorphs. At this point, the data's given us more options to explore than we have people to work on them. Well, 8. They went extinct a few decades back. A big lumbering thing called an Achilles. Something I'd love to learn more about, if we had the people to look into it. That'd be something, wouldn't... I'm sorry, are you? You're serious? You found our research team? That's incredible. That accelerates everything. With them back, it'll let us... Wait. Kaiser. Did you find Kaiser? Well, Kaiser's one of a kind. Special built for the sort of work we did. Dealing with unfriendly beasts in hostile environments. No other robot in the galaxy like him. So did you really manage to track him down? That's right. You would need that. Whoever gave you these leads sure knew their stuff. Oh, how? How exactly did you manage to find them? You can't be... Oh, you are serious. Okay. No more questions. But still, getting Kaiser back, that gives us more than a few new paths forward on dealing with the Terramorphs. But if he's been out there on his own all this time, you're gonna need something. Come on. We've already made a lot of progress getting this place back online. Some of the containment chambers were a bit on the unpleasant side, but the facility staff made short work of that. I know it's here somewhere. Uh-huh. Here, Kaiser schematics. Actuators, weapons, batteries. That old robot's been MIA for a while, so chances are he's gonna need some repairs. He's also got a lock on his voice controls. You can give yourself authorization with the phrase, Nos belli machinis. Now, where exactly is the old machine? Oh my god, are you talking about Nira? No wonder no one's found him. Xenoweapons are just the tip of the iceberg in that place. The environment's devastated, there's little, if any, real law. Nira's got more than enough ways to make any visit your last. But I think there's a place where you can start your search. Yep. One-of-a-kind salvage. Licensed to an Angelo Alonso. Goes by Gel. As good a place to start as any. The Colony War saw a lot of hard fighting, but Nera got it the worst. Everything the Freestar Collective and UC could muster, ground troops, xenoweapons, mechs, was hurled into the fray. Both sides hoped something would decisively turn the tide, but it never did. When the war finally ended, swaths of that world were so devastated they were effectively abandoned. So what Kaiser's doing there of all places, I can only guess at. Kaiser lets us do fieldwork with a level of precision that there's really no other way to accomplish. More than a few of the options we're looking into. Detectors to uncover the Terramorph transmission method, or crafting a targeted biological agent. They require highly specific materials to test against. And asking a group of Marines to accompany us for that kind of work, well, it usually ended up with ruined samples and wounded teammates. And I'll make sure we're ready to put them to use as soon as you've got them.
Our next stop is the moon. The one orbiting Earth, that is.
I have something for you when you have a moment. Building Sidonia completely underground. Is that something you might be interested in? Stay away from the Sixth Circle unless you're a miner.
People always ask me what I think about mining. It rocks. God, I'm so tired.
Yes? Fancy seeing you here. Oh, hello there, friend. Have you been there long? Oh, good. I thought maybe I'd fallen asleep. But, oh my, I've forgotten my manners. Phil Hill, at your service. Yes, it rhymes. My parents had a thing about rhyming. My siblings are named Bill, Jill, and Sil. The Hills. What a thrill. But there I go again. You aren't here to talk about me. You're here to talk about List.
Sounds like we're about to hear a sales pitch.
You know, silly. List. The League of Independent Settlers? Do I detect a glint of recognition in your eyes? I think so. How can I help make today your very best day? That's terrific, because I have a lot of work needing doing. This stack of papers here, these are just the most recent applicants looking for new worlds to settle on. Everywhere I go, people are really excited about the prospects of living a truly free life, living where and how they want to. I've got a cargo hold full of stacks just like that. Oh boy.
That's not our problem.
Oh, of course not. I wouldn't make you do my paperwork for me. Although, I wouldn't mind the help. Not to worry. The mountains of papers are my responsibility. We're looking for folks with ships and/or basic people skills to seek out suitable planets and leads on potential clients. I don't suppose you possess either of those qualifications? Well, yeah, There's no obligation, but you might as well hear me out in case you find yourself out and about and want to make some easy credits. Most importantly, we need to collect data on habitable planets. The more habitable, the better. You know, the oxygen and water are musts. Other signs of life, even better. Secondly, we're always looking for new applicants. So, as you travel around meeting people, when the occasion arises, see if you can interest them in signing up for the list. I'm pretty sure I overheard some people in here talking about wanting to start a new life. Why don't you start with them? I'm sorry to hear that. But just know, the offer stands in perpetuity. There's no obligation, and we will happily pay you for any assistance you are able to lend us as you go about your travels. If you change your mind, come speak with me again.
I wonder what's up with all the drawings I've seen popping up on the walls lately. I've got to admit, they're pretty cute.
Hello, traveler. Will you join me for a while? You strike me as someone with an interesting story. Call it scholar's intuition. I understand. May the road rise to meet you. I hope our paths cross again.
Most visitors can't wait to get off this rock.
Hello.
Pardon.
Okay, hello.
Hey.
We get a lot of new faces passing through here.
Welcome, nice to meet you. Name's Trevor, mining director for the Deimos mining project here in scenic underground Sidonia. I could spare a minute or two to chat, so long as you're not looking for mining work, I suppose. Oh, that! Oh, nothing to worry about. We do fracking on Mars with subterranean particle detonations. Those announcements are just to let people know when to expect them. Now, you probably felt the rumble when the detonations actually go off. That's all it is. Not too bad, eh? Basically, it's high-tech mining. We use immensely powerful controlled particle detonations deep underground to loosen up subterranean gases and other difficult-to-gather resources so we can harvest them. Sounds way more dangerous than it is. Probably. Actually, it's still pretty dangerous if you don't know what you're doing. Yeah, no worries, mate. I can totally see how it'd be odd if you're not used to it. Just sit down, or be sure you're within reach of something to hold on to if the quaking makes you uneasy, and you'll be fine. Not so bad for one of the oldest mines in the settled systems. We struggle with the lack of decent equipment, but we work hard and make up for it. As I'm sure you know, we're responsible for supplying resources to Deimos Star Yards, which in turn is responsible for supplying UC naval vessels. That, among other major projects, makes us one of the United Colony's most important mining operations. The prestige and pay that comes with it almost makes up for being stationed at the arse end of the settled systems in the middle of nowhere. The who's and what's it? Sorry, mate. I've got no idea what you're on about. Sounds made up if you ask me. But then again, maybe the other miners have been inventing some jargon I'm not familiar with. Best to ask around. Argos, huh? Yeah, I've heard of them. That's great, but yeah, unfortunately all our mining contracts are filled right now. Unless, maybe you could help me out with a job. Off the books. Great! I promise it's nothing that'll get anyone in any kind of trouble. See, you might have noticed that our equipment ain't exactly holding together like it used to. Problem is, we can't get new equipment unless we start exceeding our quotas. And we can't do that until we get new equipment. A real dilemma, right? I've got a plan for solving our little problem, though. Okay, glad you're still on board. First, I need someone from the outside to bolster our yields so we can prove that we can exceed our quota. I'll fill you in on the rest of the details after you've hauled up some ore. One standard quota should do. I need to know I can trust you with the easy stuff first. Of course not. I'll pay you out of my own pocket. I care about my miners, even if corporate doesn't understand our struggles down here. I'm willing to put in some sacrifices to help. That's just the kind of guy I am. If I had the credits to buy all the equipment myself, I would. But this is the next best thing. Oh, huh. You just got iron laying around. You know what? Never mind. I won't ask. Just drop it off for processing, then come back and see me for the next step.
Citizens are advised to take caution near the military outpost on the city's outskirts due to frequent live-fire exercises. It is also advised to use only approved ship landing pads, as the UC Marines are not responsible for hull damage caused by stray munitions.
I can't imagine being stuck down here gathering rocks for a living when there's an entire universe to explore.
Don't want to catch yourself with a loose grip on your equipment when one of those particle detonations goes off.
Okay, I can see you're serious about helping me. That ore you mined is really gonna bolster our numbers. Great. Now, the next part is a little trickier. Our Director of Mining Operations, Peter Brennan, fired his last assistant over a month ago. Peter's the only one who can approve the order for new equipment, and unfortunately, he's useless without an assistant. I think I've got a surefire way for you to get that job. Then you, as his assistant, can get him to sign off on the approval. You don't think I've tried? Like I said, the guy is literally useless without his assistant. I don't even know if he knows how to actually use a computer. And everything Deimos does is so mired in bureaucracy because of their contracts with the UC. Which means, unfortunately, we need to do all the things by the book if we want them done at all. Now hold on, it's not that easy. You'll need to apply for it like anyone else. Head to the Deimos Star Yard's office up in orbit to fill out the application. It's where that job is posted. Come back and see me when you've done that, and we'll talk about how to secure the position for you.
You're jumping through a lot of hoops to get those miners the equipment that they need. Off right.
Civilian vessels are allowed to dock at Deimos Star Yard.
Deimos. Builds some of the toughest ships in the settled systems. That's probably why the UC Navy continues to contract with them to this day.
Welcome to Deimos.
Ah, it's nice to see someone not in uniform. They can be so touchy, you know. Always eager to point out the slightest problem. Oh, please tell me you aren't secretly some high-ranking general, are you? Should I bow or curtsy then? I assume you're here for a ship. Either that, or you are really, really lost. Mr. Henderson handles sales, but if you want to know anything about our ships, I'm your gal. If you have your own ship, we're always looking for bulk resources. The Star Yards have negotiated a set price with the Trade Authority, twice the market rate. Once you have the requested resources in your cargo hold, just return to me. We'll pay you the agreed fee, and we'll send the porters to pick up the cargo. If you deliver the full amount, there's a bonus in it for you, too. Most contractors either represent mining companies or are miners themselves. But really, we don't care where you get the resources, so however you procure them is your own affair. As a first-time contractor, I am required by law to let you know that every Star Yard offers the same terms. But obviously, you should deal with us. Depending on your cargo hold size, you may need to make several trips to fulfill the order. So what we need is chlorine. The request is for a large quantity, 5,000 units of it. Well, come back later then. What we need is always changing. Oh, yeah. Bye.
No other ship can hold a candle to a Deimos. It's not even close. You should be honored to step foot in here.
That feeling of sitting in the cockpit of a longsword.
I hope your Deimos ship has been serving you well. Any question? Oh yeah? Well, I take that as a compliment. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It can be pretty hard working with these no-nonsense military types. Oops. Yeah, I probably shouldn't say things like that, at least not so loudly. I've already been written up twice this week. I can only take so many lectures. Man, I could really use a drink. Well, we don't have much of it at all. We have to keep up appearances. What I could really use is Jake's Stout, from Jake's Bar in New Atlantis, of course. Or the Well, to be more specific. I used to love that place when I lived there. I mean, Jake isn't friendly, but he can make a pretty good drink. Say, you're the traveling type, right? Would you mind grabbing me one of Jake's Stouts? Awesome! Thank you so much. I eagerly await your return. I mean, they're very good, obviously. But these days, everyone's using the same core tech, right? Oh, shit. Do you know you can be lectured on being too honest? Right. What makes Deimos special, though, is the package. We've been building ships forever, and the way we put it all together, well, it's really good. In a, I'm gonna murder my enemies sort of way. Hmm? The UC Navy. I repaired just about every class of vessel there is. I even repaired Henderson's longsword once or twice. I swear that man has a guardian angel with him full time. Or 3. Deimos hired me because I know every rivet and microchip on these ships. So if Henderson gets stumped on something, it's showtime. If you ever need more information, just let me know. If you have any questions, I love questions. About ships, that is. If you have your own the Star Yards have... As a first-time but obviously, depending on your... So what we need... The request is for... Excellent. This invoice has the details. Let me see your manifest. We'll unload that from your ship right now.
something for you when you have a moment.
Be advised, you are entering United Colony space. Please maintain course and prepare to be scanned. And we're done.
I picked up something you might be interested in.
Watch out for the robots. They're surprising.
Don't worry. We're gonna make sure you get that job. Trust me, this is the best shot we've got at getting that request approved. Okay. Now we need to ensure you get hired. Basically, we'll need to make sure you're the only choice. To do that, you'll need to get access to the HR terminal in the corporate office upstairs on the main level. If you delete the other applications from the system, you'll be a shoo-in. I happen to know that the HR director, Tia, and the other women in the office tend to go to the Broken Spear for happy hour at 5 every evening. That's your window of opportunity. That's the spirit! Believe me, this is gonna help everyone. By the way, the HR password is password spelled backwards, which Tia thinks is pretty clever. She gets talkative during happy hour, and loud. Surprised everyone doesn't know her password, honestly. Anyway, should be pretty easy. Good luck.
Deimos makes the majority of the ships for the UC Navy. If you ask me, that's a hell of a lucrative contract.
Mining must be a fun job, or else why would we keep getting so many applicants?
At least I've got more than enough work to complete before I can go home. Go me!
UC security, stop right now!
Don't be stupid! Stop! Now!
UC security, don't make any sudden moves. I guess you're smarter than you look.
Can't believe I've gone from chair of constellation to common criminal.
Things have been pretty quiet around here lately. Usually means someone's up to something. We just haven't found out what yet. I know we're supposed to clean up vandalism, but I just can't bear to take down some of the drawings I've seen recently. So much death and destruction after the New Atlantis terramorph attack. You can be sure we won't let that happen here. Sidonia is prepared.
UC security, stop right now!
UC security always gets you in the end. Remember that. Keep on the straight and narrow, and there won't be anything to worry about. Ever been to Aquila? Those security uniforms are way cooler than anything we've got.
The Lux condos aren't anything special.
Do you have a child or children between the ages of 5 to 18?
Don't worry.
Enroll
We're gonna
them
make
in
sure you
United
get that
Colonies
job.
District
And I can say that
program
I've got some good news for you. I just saw the company message go out that you've been hired as Peter's assistant. Congratulations. Next step should be easy. Just go to work for Peter, and when you get access to his terminal messages, you'll see my request. All you've got to do is approve that request, and we'll be right on with it. Then, we can get that new equipment and show corporate how it's done.
Your children will be provided with routine programs teaching them art, science, mathematics, history, and more, all in the comfort of your own home. Put your children on the right path to success and enroll today.
Hey, careful around the equipment. Don't want to lose an arm or something.
Right where I belong. Wish my family was
there. How's it?
Some might see junk, but I see.
It's not easy living in Sidonia.
Horace is new to Sidonia? Hope you like sand. I lived a pretty quiet life to start, but the quieter things got, the more noise I made. Got into trouble, did the whole teenage rebellion tour, that sort of thing. Dad used to say I was made reckless by boredom, but I think he deserves some of the credit. I came to do a little good old-fashioned soul searching. You'd think it'd be easy to find, given it's my soul, but nope. Turns out it's a lot harder than it looks. Later.
Red and orange, everything.
Do you have a child or children between the ages of 5 to 18? Enroll them in a United Colonies distance learning program today. Your children will be provided with
Hey, welcome to the Sidonia Trade Authority.
I hope no one tears down the little creek.
Someone ought to remove those dreadful little cartoon pictures on the walls around town. They clash with the, metal wall aesthetic. Oh, you're finally back. I feel like you've been gone for ages. Do you know how tough this job is without an assistant? What happened to the old one? You know what, never mind. When they told me how poorly you did on your application questions, I had my doubts. But at least you showed up on time, so maybe there's hope? Well, enough chit-chat. Let's get to work. Not quite. I need you to do something much more important before you get to that. I'm expecting a personal shipment. I'm not sure why, but the last time this happened, my assistant ended up speaking to Governor Hurst about it. Now, run off and get it for me.
Please keep prolonged
Have a good one.
showers and other water use to a minimum. Do your part to preserve our precious resources. Thank you from the Sidonia Department of Public Works.
The community center on P1 is a good place to connect.
You bothering me for a reason.
You simply won't find a politician who works harder for his people than I do. Well then, you've been quite busy making a name for yourself, haven't you? Oh, it's okay. You can drop the act with me. So look, I admire a go-getter like yourself. You're not in trouble unless you make trouble. And I don't think you're the type. I know you're not really Mr. Brennan's assistant. I don't know exactly what you're up to, but I have little reason to suspect you're up to no good. So let's cut to brass tacks. What can I do for you? Oh, I know exactly what happened to that shipment. However, I suspect Mr. Brennan neglected to tell you that I'm holding it due to his immense backlog of unpaid taxes. Then again, he may be unaware. Look, I'll tell you what. I'll release that shipment for you. But I'm going to need a favor first, since you seem to be adept at keeping quiet. See, my personal spacecraft was stolen, likely by Crimson Fleet pirates. I need someone to find it. Then I need that someone to destroy it. Discreetly. I need tight lips on this. Well, this is a tricky situation indeed. Not to get bogged down in details, but assuming this is the work of pirates, it's best to destroy the ship and everybody on board. Makes it cleaner for insurance purposes. Then we have an agreement. I'll send you to the ship's last known location. Remember, not a word of this leaves this room.
Subterranean particle detonation imminent. Be it...
I suppose I have time.
Hey, friend. Don't mean to bother you. It is good to see someone out here. I've been drifting alone here for 2 days without help. Haven't seen your ship in this sector before. Must be a route, whatever. As long as you've got extra ship pods to help with repairs, you're free to come aboard.
Need something?
And you didn't scratch the paint.
Welcome aboard. As you can see, we are in a real bind here. But I think we can both help each other out. If you can spare some ship pods to help us make repairs, we've got something you can use to blackmail this ship's owner, one Governor Hurst of Sidonia. Seems like that could be valuable to a rook captain like you, still trying to prove yourself. Thanks, Cap. You've really bailed us out of a sticky situation. Guess what they say about you is true. Here, you can take this letter from Hurst. It's definitely the sort of thing he wouldn't want getting out. I'm sure he'll pay handsomely to get it back. As long as you feel comfortable going to Sidonia. They tend not to like us brigs around those parts. But there's ways of being sneaky about it. Good luck, and good fortune.
Can't believe we got paid by that sucker Hurst and got to keep his ship.
Hey, stick to targets that shoot back, okay? Ugh. Oof. Damn it! Ah.
wasn't prepared to be scanned. You are cleared to land. Enjoy your stay at Sidonia.
While we're here, we should definitely stock up on supplies at the exchange.
The community center on P1 is
Hey, you looking for any? How's it going? Can I help you? Cool. That's what we do here. Yo, stay good out there.
Used to think I was Vanguard material.
I sure hope you've taken care of our little, problem. Did you, take care of my little problem?
The fact that we helped this imbecile worm his way out of the situation makes me sick.
I see how it is. Tell you what, say you really do have this alleged note, and we're thinking of using it against me. If you're so inclined, I'll take it off your hands instead, and compensate you far more than releasing Mr. Brennan's shipment of goods. Then you and I part ways and never speak of this again. Do we have an understanding? That's what I thought. You don't have anything. You can either put up or shut up now. Either way, my patience is growing thin, and you wouldn't want to risk losing that shipment now, would you? Good. I'll release Mr. Brennan's shipment to you as promised. I'll even defer his taxes as a little bonus. You really helped me out of this bind. Don't take this the wrong way, but I hope I'm never in need of your help like this again.
Did you do that thing I asked you to do yet? Wait. Maybe I didn't ask you yet. My shipment. Do you have it yet? Oh, that's nice. Thanks for getting this for me. Now, could you be a pal and get to my computer messages? Oh, they've been piling up while you were gone, and I need you to respond to them for me. Here's my password. Just make sure your replies sound like they're coming from me. I have a reputation to maintain. Have a good one.
personnel.
I hope I didn't make a mistake by letting Hank go. I wonder what's taking Hank so long. I saw. Good work. See? I knew having someone on the inside like that would work out. I've already put it in order for the equipment. I was going to ask you to pick it up for me, but there's a problem. One of my guys, Hank Ferraro, offered to go. I tried to tell him he'd be more useful sticking to his job here, but he insisted, and he was already on his way out before I could stop him. But it shouldn't be taking this long. Just a quick trip to Gagarin and back. I'm concerned. I could use some help with this. Of course I'll pay you well. You're doing us a huge favor. I even anticipated this by carving out a chunk of the budget specifically to pay you. We don't currently have much information to go on. I'd suggest checking with Sidonia's ship services over at the starport first. They'd be the last person I know that's seen Hank. It's all I've got without sending you all the way to Gagarin to retrace his steps. Good luck.
Your ship for heat leeches every couple landings. Need some work done? Looks to me like you're already in pretty good shape. Let's see here. Hank. No one by that name. Oh, wait. Here we go. Henry Ferraro. Hank's gotta be his nickname. Yeah, he's been through here. Took his ship and departed. Actually, it looks like he came back into Mars space recently, but he didn't land here at the spaceport. The ship diverted and landed outside the city a ways. Nothing out of the ordinary. Got a ship and left. Tried and failed to get a discount on fueling up. That's about it. Yeah, something seems off about this. You're probably right that you need to work this out with your boss. Maybe some wires got crossed. Anyway, good luck and good day to you.
I hope I didn't make a mistake. I wonder what's taking Hank so long. That's a little suspicious. Why would he do that? Moreover, why wouldn't he return with the goods? Something's definitely up. I asked around while you were gone. Some of his co-workers mentioned there's been a little extra, well, Hank lately. In particular, he was cursing up a storm about work and about his co-workers. Said some things that make me think his intentions here were not pure. Anyway, he's not too bright. Maybe he's still here in Sidonia. Check the Broken Spear. He frequently goes there to drink. We need to get to the bottom of this. Well, see if you can get him to admit it first, and if he does, see if you can get it back from him. If he resists, or otherwise won't tell you what we need to know, then we may have to turn him in. I trust that Sidonia Security will bust him good, but he may not tell him where our stuff is. So see if you can at least get that out of him first. Remember, it's most important that we find out where the equipment is. We can always deal with Hank later. We've got to do it before we lose track of it, before it gets sold, moved, or worse. And we've got to hope to whatever higher power you believe in that it wasn't jettisoned into space. We've got our work cut out for us. Good luck.
Don't be caught on the Martian surface without proper protective gear. All outside surface activities require the use of a certified safety suit. Caution, subterranean particle detonation imminent.
Sidonia blows. What? Stand around, party cutter at some rocks all day? It sucks, but it's easy, so whatever. Way better than my last job at Chunks, though. My story? My story is that I don't like people asking what my story is. I'm just messing! But really, I don't want to talk about myself. What? No. She's never told me about it. Hold on. Is there some big thing everyone knows about that they're just keeping from me? Probably think I can't keep a secret. Fine. I don't want to have anything to do with their stupid Mars harp or whatever it is anyway. Questions, huh? Let me buy you a beer first. Suit yourself. Anyway, I seen you talking to Trevor. What's someone like you doing sticking your nose where it doesn't belong? You're right. I didn't want to bring it back, so I took it. I had to. Those guys all think I'm some kind of joke. And I'm stuck with this stupid 3-year contract. I can't afford to break it. So, screw Deimos, screw Trevor and all the other miners. Losing that equipment's the last straw for them. Did he tell you that? One last failure in a string of failures to meet quotas. It'll be layoffs for everyone, and I won't owe Deimos a damn credit. No. Maybe. I don't know. You know what? Who cares? It's my plan, and I'm already doing it. Oh, shit. You could turn me in. I'd be in jail, and then this be all for nothing. Damn it. Fine. You got me. I'll take you to where I stashed it, and then we can haul it back. But you better not be lying to me about not telling anyone. Relax, hotshot. I ain't gonna shoot you in the back, if that's what you're worried about. Just, follow me. We're going outside.
Hi.
careful down near the mines and enter any active sites at your own risk.
I'm impressed you figured it all out on your own. I thought I was being real careful. It was so easy, right? Boss man Trevor's so loud sometimes, you know? And I got good hearing, so I overheard you all talking about this equipment. I knew what it meant to everyone, and how smooth it'd all be without it. And then Trevor just... It really was the perfect plan. On selling this stuff. What do you think? 500 grand? Still maybe? Where would I use? Not like I would have I would be down to James without anyone noticing. Probably best for returning it, because it's a nightmare that would have been trying to offload it. And trying to destroy it all would have been another huge pain in the ass. It's mostly metal, right? Was I thinking? I guess I could have flown somewhere remote and buried it, dump it all in one of the old mines and forget about it. But then you would have been real screwed, huh? Good thing you found me before I did that. Am I right? Sorry about all the trouble. What, am I too much for you? This ain't so bad. Almost there, all right? I had to park my ship away so they wouldn't find it right away. I'm sure you get it. Seemed like a good idea at the time. Didn't think I'd be going all the way back so soon. At least you won't have to walk all the way back. I mean, you know, maybe we'll take the ship back to port and let someone else unload it, save ourselves the hassle of hauling it all back ourselves. Anyway, see it just up ahead? That's enough. Now face me, so I don't have to shoot you in the back. Shit! You knew!
Necessary. Oh, you could have at least tried talking to Hank before you decided to kill. Up something you might be interested in. The UC exchange is great.
Any luck? I'm looking forward to hearing all about this. Oh, do tell. What took him so long? Well, I can assume how that went from the fact that you're here and he's not. He worked hard, but he was a dumb kid. I just never thought he'd be that stupid. Or dangerous. It's a real shame. But I'm glad you managed to resolve it and get back our equipment. I'll take it from here. You really saved our asses. I'm not sure how I would have explained to the suits that we lost all that new stuff. Thanks. If you're still looking to help us out, maybe check with Rivka. She seems to be having a rough go as of late.
While we're here, let's swing by Centaurian so I can pick up some ammo.
You'll be scanned as you enter the city. Please keep moving. Okay. No bounty. You're clear. Enjoy your visit.
Pardon?
Never a dull day in the big city. Hope life is treating you well. Let me know. Lucky for you, that is literally my job. What can I get you? See you around.
I am not a stop.
Oh, please, take a look. Thanks for coming in.
Something for you. Trying to get us thrown into prison.
We're doing the best we can. Well, that's what I'm here for. Let's see what we're dealing with. You look to be in fine shape. No help needed. We're no Reliant Medical down here, but if you've got credits, I might have something for you.
don't serve none of that fancy shit they got topside. If that's what you're looking for, you might want to head somewhere else. You buying? You better be buying. I don't do small talk. Yeah? Alright. Well, bye.
Excuse me?
I have things for you. Docking site complete.
Have things for you.
I wish Demos was exclusively a military.
If you have any questions, I love questions. About ships, that is. Let me see your manifest. We'll unload that from your ship right now. Deimos has every type of ship. Oh, yes, thank you so much! And just so you know, I definitely will not be drinking this on the job. Definitely not. I hope your Deimos ship has been serving you well. Let me see your manifest. Huh, it doesn't appear you have anything to deliver. Sorry.
Deimos ships are responsible for countless victories.
Welcome to Deimos.
Deimos engineers demand perfection in every craft. When you get serious about your spacecraft, come back to Deimos.
No other ship can hold a candle to a Deimos.
This is the heart of the UC.
You should be honored to step foot in here. That feeling of sitting in the cockpit of a longsword, there's nothing.
Landing site locked. Take us in.
I wonder if any viable helium-3 is still in these tanks. Be ashamed to leave it here to deteriorate. Looks like the construction was interrupted. corrupted on this extractor unit. I wonder why. This is the result of kind laying waste to a planet in the name of war. The ecosystem here has been totally destroyed. You looking for advice on heading out into the fields? Jill's happy to oblige.
I'm pleased to see scrappers disassembling these mechs. Damn war machines are better off being erased from history. To the moon, shall we? So long.
Sorry, trying to wrap this up.
Hey! New model on the floor. Welcome to the one-of-a-kind. Refuge and rest home for the hardest scrappers anywhere. Name's Jill. Proprietor. Turn mechs into money mostly. Plus selling equipment, information, and supplies to any short-term scrappers that want to take a shot at striking it rich out in the fields. Appreciate it. Took years to get this place self-sustaining. Plenty elbow grease and creativity. Can I get you started on a tab, then? Or you here to try and make your fortune in the fields? I'm happy to take your credits however you want to hike them over. It's kind of an inside joke. Other than the fact that we're the only place out here, the mechs we harvest, they're primarily from a group known as the 1st Cavalry. Their unit was deployed to break the deadlock on this world during the Colony War. Almost succeeded too, but as you can probably guess, it didn't ultimately work. Left us plenty of scrap to build with though, so we thought it'd be funny to dedicate this place to the folks that made it possible. So they were pretty widely considered the best damn mech unit in the Freestar Militia. Maybe the galaxy. Their leader? Major Paxton Hull. They say he was some kind of tactical genius. Whole damn war, he always seemed to be just one step ahead of the UC. But all that changed here on Nera. The fighting was brutal, apparently. Between the aliens and the UC defenses, most of the 1st Cav was wiped out. They say Hull snapped, that he couldn't handle the loss of so many good soldiers. When the ceasefire order finally came, he ignored it. Said he was too close to victory, and didn't want his people's lives to be sacrificed for nothing. So they court-martialed Hull and the other survivors of the 1st, locked them all up, and that was that. All legal, I swear. Lots of money to be made on mech scrap if you know where to look. And I just happen to sell a guide that'll show you the best spots to get started. Couple of words of warning, though. As you may have put together, Nira's more dangerous than a cellophane airlock. And it's not just the environment that'll kill you. UC brought xeno-weapons here during the Colony War, and more than a few decided to put down roots. Sirens are the ones you really need to watch out for. You've also got the unauthorized scrappers, Ecliptic being the worst of the bunch. Kill you for looking at them wrong. Luckily, we sell a wide array of problem solvers in various colors and calibers. Any Nira scrapping expedition starts by checking my stock. Nasty kind of alien left behind after the Colony War. Pretty much blind. Original ones brought to Nira were all xeno-weapons, but those critters have long since passed. But they left behind more than enough untrained babies to keep the fields plenty interesting. Here's what I've got. Kaiser? No bot around here with that tag. Oh, unless you mean Captain Ahab? At least, that's what we've all been calling him. No clue what his actual designation is, since he's got some sort of security protocol that prevents inquiries and general chit-chat. But he's a combat bot, right? Yeah, that machine's been out there a while now, hunting this one siren, his white whale. But it's been a while since anyone's laid eyes on Captain Ahab, though. Maybe he finally got the thing. Or it got him. That's where I recognize that insignia. Red Devils. Yeah, Ahab's definitely your bot. So, sounds like you've got two options. You can wander around out there, hunting your bot, little old white whale of your very own. Maybe you find him, maybe you get yourself killed. But knowing this rock is part of what we do here, so if you want to find him a whole lot faster, I'll sell you what I know about this. Kaiser's location. Going rate's a little steep, but I'm willing to negotiate. Pleasure doing business with you. So, last anyone heard of him, he was out near the Syracuse, shipwreck about a quarter click down the main strip. One of my roughnecks said he heard some kind of beacon. Just keep your ears open. You should find your machine. Eyes open too. Sirens and Ecliptic out there, and neither takes prisoners. Oh. And corpse retrieval is not included in this transaction, so now you know. Give Ahab a Kaiser our best.
You're going to be carrying that gooey mess, right?